In recent years, we've seen a bevy of electrifying Japanese pitchers make the leap from Nippon Professional Baseball to Major League Baseball and proceed to tear it up stateside. Yu Darvish, Masahiro Tanaka, two-way sensation Shohei Ohtani. The best, however, may still be yet to come. After throwing NPB's first perfect game since 1994 earlier this month, a mesmerizing performance in which he also tied the league's single-game strikeout record with 19, 20-year-old Phenom Roki Sasaki was added again on Sunday. For an encore, the hard-throwing youngster tossed another 8 perfect innings with 14 strikeouts for the Chiba Lotte Marines before being removed by his manager at 102 pitches. The precocious right-hander has now retired 52 batters in a row, establishing a new NPB record and blowing well past the MLB record of 46. And while he's been on the radar of big league clubs for years already, you can bet that all 30 teams are now positively salivating at the prospect of landing Sasaki either in the near-term future or farther down the road. So who is this dude exactly? And when might this generational talent make the leap to the big leagues? Let's break it down. Sit back, relax, and take this in. While he only recently started garnering international attention, Sasaki has been making headlines in his native Japan for years now. Known affectionately as the Monster of Dewa, Sasaki touched 101 miles an hour with his fastball as a high schooler, while also showing off a devastating splitter, earning comparisons to Ohtani and piquing the interest of MLB scouts. Even more impressive, he did that in the wake of unthinkable personal tragedy, having lost his father, grandparents, and family home in the 2011 earthquake and tsunami that ravaged Japan's east coast. Rather than take his talent stateside out of high school, however, Sasaki instead declared for the 2019 NPB draft, where he was taken by Chiba Lotte, who had fortuitously won the draft lottery. And so far, his pro career has been nothing short of extraordinary. After being held out by the Marines for the entire 2020 campaign to build up his strength, a 19-year-old Sasaki finally made his pro debut in 2021 and exceeded even the loftiest expectations. Over 16 appearances, the rookie managed a dazzling 1.84 ERA with a 4.58 strikeout to walk ratio in 83 1/3 innings.
追い込んでいます。続けた三振。2者連続三振のスタート。浅間杉谷から奪い。
And his sophomore season has been better, way better. In his third start of 2022, Sasaki tied the NPB record with 19 strikeouts and set a new NPB record with 13 consecutive Ks, while tossing the league's first perfect game in 28 years.
あとストライク1つです。何で決めるか。
By game score, a metric created by seminal sabermetrician Bill James to assess the quality of starting pitching performances, his perfecto outclassed any 9-inning outing in MLB history. Then, on Sunday, Sasaki nearly did it again, notching 14 strikeouts over 8 perfect innings against the Nippon Ham Fighters before being lifted from the scoreless game. Sasaki was still touching triple digits with his fastball in the 8th inning, but his manager, Tadahito Iguchi, ever mindful of not overworking his young phenom, thought he had reached his limit and opted to remove him at 102 pitches. So while Sasaki fell just short of becoming the first player in pro history to throw consecutive perfectos, he's still gone 17 straight innings without allowing a batter to reach base. That ain't bad. All told, through 4 starts in 2022, Sasaki owns a 1.16 ERA with a .29 whip and an ungodly 55% strikeout rate. And again, he's 20 years old. Is he the greatest pitching prospect ever? Well, Brandon McCarthy, who spent 13 seasons pitching in the big leagues, sure thinks so. So when are we gonna see Sasaki pitching for the Yankees? Or the Dodgers? Or the Blue Jays? Well, that's unclear, and it depends on a variety of factors. For an NPB player to become an international free agent, he first has to rack up 9 seasons of service time in Japan. Sasaki only debuted for the Marines in 2021 though, so that's obviously a ways off. However, Sasaki could make the jump before that if he asks his Japanese club to post him and they oblige. In that case, Sasaki would be free to negotiate a contract with all 30 MLB teams under the condition that the club that eventually signs him pays a release fee to the Marines. Simple enough, right? Not so fast. If Sasaki gets posted before he turns 25, he'll technically be considered an international amateur by Major League Baseball, which has a strict bonus pool system for international amateurs that significantly restricts their earning potential. In other words, Sasaki would make relative peanuts on his first big league contract if he was posted and signed before turning 25, rather than the hundreds of millions he'd surely make if he waited until after turning 25. Case in point, Shohei Ohtani, who made the leap at just 23 and was therefore considered an international amateur. As such, the Los Angeles Angels were able to lock him up for 6 years at a ridiculously below market rate, plus a one-time signing bonus of less than $2.5 million. Simply put, Sasaki stands to make way more money if he waits another half decade or so before coming over. And then there's the second caveat. Even if Sasaki wanted to make the jump to the big leagues tomorrow and forgo a massive contract, like Ohtani did, it's still ultimately up to the Marines to post him. Would they let their superstar leave after just a few seasons? That's anyone's guess, though it's worth noting that Chiba Lotte has successfully posted only one player since the system was introduced in 1998. That was infielder Tsuyoshi Nishioka back in 2010. In all likelihood, Sasaki's big league debut is still a ways away, even if he does take the Ohtani route. No matter what jersey he's wearing or which league he's pitching in though, Sasaki is a transcendent talent, genuinely one of the best young pitchers we've ever seen. It's only a matter of time before everyone everywhere knows his name.